I thought we did a lot of good things. I think that there's still a couple things that we have to figure out. Though I think a couple times we dodged a few bullets, but there were some guys that I don't want to use the word surprise, but really impressed me in the way they played tonight compared to what I've seen before in the past. And some guys were outstanding in that regard. Their habits and their attention to detail and the way they played. And there's a couple guys that just we need to reel them in, which they'll be okay. Um, but overall, I thought that we did a lot in regards to standing up for each other. The physicality of the game, which is something that we wanted to address last year in the off season, and I thought there was a lot of buy-in, a lot of guys, and it's a work of progress too. I mean, there's still early in the sense where you have to be able to buy in a certain way and be responsible if you're going to play here and if you're going to play in certain situations of the game. And a lot of those guys know better, and they'll be better. There's no question. But it was to see a lot of this early on was a good sign, especially with the amount of movement and the amount of different personalities and guys. It was a real good bonding experience, and to see a high care factor from some guys that we've never seen play. With guys standing up for each other, and Bigsy there, and Delhi, and that's positive.
How much different was Brad Ross tonight from the Brad Ross that you saw for half a
It's
dozen
full
games
circle,
last season?
full circle. And I mentioned that afterwards. I thought, last year was not. I wasn't really. I didn't see anything that really impressed me at the time. And I don't know if it was frustration or conditioning, but how he played tonight is how he has to play. And he played up to the expectation in my eyes tonight, and he really had a big night. And, he was responsible in his own end. He was good on the penalty kill. He played well on the power play, and his second efforts were glaring. And that's what we want to see, and that's what the expectation is. And I think last year, what he learned probably helped him this year. And the first conversation I had with him when he got here was like, I'm all in, and I want to be here, and we're going to get better, and we're going to get him out of here, in the right way. And that's the way he plays tonight. If he keeps that up, it's not going to be long.
First home opener since the franchise return. Nice to get off on the right foot.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, home openers are always tough. I mean, everyone's trying to, impress and do a little, too much, and we got it kind of away from some things. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's normally a tendency, and then day one is one thing, but it's progression. Every team's going to be better tomorrow. We need to be better in a lot of areas as well, but it's nice that if we can play a certain way and put it together, it'll be some tough nights. We will be able to be a team that should be able to have a lot more structure and with the guys that buying in. I mean, we should be accountable on our own end and everything. I mean, it was a lot of positive things, but there's a couple things that need to be better.
The fighting, is that serving notice? Is that the toughness you were talking about, or where?
Well, I think listen, the game got a little bit away from us. I mean, there's no, we're not, promoting it, or we want to make sure that we can protect ourselves and protect each other, and that's all that was. It was strictly, guys coming together as a group. It's part of the game. It's always going to be part of the game, and like to see guys stick up for each other this early on is it's a good sign.
Talk about Sparks. Did you expect him to be as sharp as he was with all the time that he missed?
Well, he's another guy. Like and some of like last year, I think he learned a lot. I think him coming down here is been an eye-opening experience. But I also think the same thing. The same conversation I had was like, I'm all in. I'm here. I want to win. And that's part of it. It's a common thread throughout this league that sometimes that's a stigma that you do have players that come down and it's not going to work, but they've handled themselves from day one like pros, and that's what we want, and you know what, they're going to, as long as they continue to do that, they're going to be rewarded and they're going to play.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.